Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Megan Kimmel after her second place finish at the North Face 50 Mile Championships. Megan, this is one heck of an ultra you ran.
Yeah, I feel pretty good with it.
You transitioned to trying these a couple years ago, and this got to be your best performance, right?
Yeah, definitely.
By a ways.
Yep.
What have you changed to make, finally, to make that leap from being a stellar shorter distance mountain runner to?
I don't think I've really changed a lot. I really just have less stress in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was coming out here for the last couple of years to kind of get them under my belt, but I was always crunched for time as far as training goes, and I mean, just stressed out, just like my head was on top of my shoulders, but only physically, really. So
yeah.
That I think really is the difference between the last couple of years and this year.
So you made a clear choice. I need to change my life to run better?
Yeah, kind of, actually. I mean, you only have an opportunity for so long, and you can't expect it to be around forever. So, I mean, I feel lucky to be able to travel the country and the world racing, and so I want to keep it going.
Yeah. I seem to remember I saw you about a month ago down in Moab, where you won the Moab Trail Marathon.
Right. And
I'm pretty sure you said, I'm not racing North Face.
Yeah, I could have said that. I only booked the ticket really maybe 10 days ago.
Yeah? What changed your mind?
Well, actually, I mean, I don't, this might give people a different, a particular impression of me, but I was coming home from the Moab Trail race, and it was dark out already, and I was like, should I do North Face? I felt really good at the marathon.
Yeah.
And as I'm asking myself that, I look up into the sky, and the constellation Orion was really shooting in the direction of the moon. So to me, it kind of meant shoot for the moon, which kind of was really probably ultimately the reason I booked the ticket.
It was in the stars.
It was in the stars, yeah. I don't always choose my races like that, but this one I really did.
And it kind of worked out for you.
Yeah, it did, so go figure.
I mean, having this under your belt, does it make you want to switch a little bit more maybe into the ultra world, or? It's
always been a desire, for sure. But I don't want to drop what I've got going on. I still actually want to try out for the mountain running team this next year, which is an 8K race for the ladies. And there's some other short distance races that I still get a thrill out of. And, I still have a lot of passion for, the half marathons and the marathons out there. So, I mean, I certainly want to come back to this race next year. The timing has always been good for me, and the area is great. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of things in the shorter distance world that I'm not really ready to let go of quite yet.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have any particular races on your schedule for next year?
The USATF championships are always a real good showing, and more and more every year. So
through the various disciplines.
Yeah, and so within that, I'm gonna try to get out for the 50K, so that counts fairly.
Really? And where is it held next year?
Someone told me it's out here somewhere. So actually, probably just in this area. And I've got the chance to go out to Zermatt for the marathon, so I might do that. I've been wanting to do the Skyrunning series for a really long time. Did it back in 2010. So if I can pull it together to get that done, that's kind of the runner I am. I live at altitude.
You love the mountains.
I love the mountains, so
But clearly you can get it done another train, because your Moab Trail Marathon, taking second here.
Yeah, it's funny because I do live in the mountains, and it's almost why I enjoy the different terrain that I race on. I actually do kind of more mellow trails rather than, I don't know about mellow trails, but trails rather than mountain running per se.
You don't want to just do rocks necessarily.
Yeah, I do so much of that back home. So a course like this to me is beautiful.
It's a treat.
Yeah, it's also probably the style of running that I guess suits me.
Yeah. I mean, in the past you've said you had to actually drop down to neighboring towns to get some speed working, because if you're living at 9,000 feet, a little hard.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I kind of live the sleep high, train low kind of philosophy.
And it works for you.
Yeah, but I am sick of driving my car so much, so I'll probably make some sort of move next year to limit the amount of driving I do.
Maybe get to a lower elevation more permanently.
Yeah, living at altitude really does take a toll on the body, so
you can't push yourself as hard or recover as quickly, right?
Exactly, and I've really noticed that over, you know, the decade that I've lived up at altitude. So I'm getting older.
You also, in that aging, have got some wisdom in terms of sort of figuring out what you need to do outside of the running to make you a good runner.
Yeah, and actually today during the race I thought about that quite a bit, and I realized that at this point I've been kind of running for so long that I felt like I had a pretty good awareness of, you know, what to be careful for, and I think that has come from, I think it's been like 6 or 7 years of racing.
So all that comes together. Nice. Today, in today's race, you were in second for quite a while, and then you come up on the heels of Magda late in the race.
Yeah.
What's going through your head? Are you feeling in the zone then and ready to take off, or?
Yeah, I wanted to use kind of that flat, like really great single track going out to McKinnon. And that's what I did do, and that is when I got closer to Magda. And of course, I wanted to, you know, run with Magda because she's a beautiful runner. I know her, you know, from the years from last year as it is, and it's always just such a pleasure to run with her. She's such an amazing lady, really. But she just like kicked it like after Muir Beach, and I could not hang.
No. But it was quite the run for you. So
yeah.
Way to wrap up the season.
Thanks, Brian.
Look forward to seeing you out there somewhere next year.
Yeah, maybe I'll catch you in Moab this winter.
Sounds good. Let's go for some runs.
Yeah.